close your eyes, get comfortable, and let me take you on a journey through the Grand Line, a story that began over 2 decades ago, born from the imagination of one man with a dream as vast as the ocean itself. Fact 1. Our story begins in 1997, when a young manga artist named Eiichiro Oda first introduced the world to One Piece in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. But what many don't know is that Oda had been nurturing this dream since childhood, drawing pirates and adventures in his notebooks long before his masterpiece came to life. Fact 2. Before One Piece became the phenomenon we know today, Oda created 2 pilot versions of the story. The first was called Romance Dawn, and while the spirit was similar, the execution was quite different. Luffy had a completely different personality, more serious, less joyful. It wasn't until the third version that Oda found the perfect balance, creating the cheerful, carefree captain who would capture millions of hearts. Fact 3. When Oda pitched One Piece to his editors, he told them it would run for about 5 years. Now, over 26 years later, the story continues to unfold, becoming the best-selling manga series in history. Sometimes the greatest journeys take longer than we expect, and that's perfectly okay. Fact 4. The name One Piece itself holds a gentle mystery. It refers to the greatest treasure in the world, left behind by the legendary pirate king, Gold Roger. But Oda has kept its true nature secret all these years, saying only that it is something physical, something real, not friendship or the journey itself, as many have speculated. Like a bedtime story whose ending we eagerly await, the mystery makes the journey all the more enchanting. Fact 5. Monkey D. Luffy, our protagonist, was inspired by several sources, but one stands out beautifully. Oda has said that Luffy's carefree nature and infectious optimism were partly inspired by the cartoon character Anpanman, a Japanese superhero with a head made of bread who helps hungry people. This gentle influence explains why Luffy always shares his food and believes so deeply in helping others, even his enemies sometimes. Fact 6. The iconic straw hat that Luffy treasures so dearly has a lineage that spans generations. It once belonged to Gold Roger himself, the Pirate King. Roger gave it to Shanks, the red-haired pirate who would become one of the 4 emperors. And Shanks, in turn, entrusted it to young Luffy, creating a chain of dreams passed down like a precious heirloom. This hat represents not just a promise, but the weight of inherited will, a theme that flows through One Piece like a calm, steady current. Fact 7. Eiichiro Oda works with incredible dedication, often sleeping only 3 to 4 hours a night. His weekly routine involves drawing about 17 pages every single week, a pace he's maintained for over 2 decades. But this isn't a story of mere exhaustion. Oda has said that he genuinely loves what he does, that drawing One Piece brings him joy. It's a reminder that when we pursue our true passion, even the hardest work can feel like play. Fact 8. The world of One Piece is vast beyond imagination, but Oda plans everything meticulously. He keeps notebooks filled with character designs, backstories, and plot points that won't be revealed for years, sometimes decades. Some mysteries planted in the first few chapters are only now being explained. Like the slow unfurling of a flower, the story reveals itself patiently, in its own perfect time. Fact 9. And here's something that might surprise you as you drift off to sleep. One Piece holds the Guinness World Record for the most copies published for the same comic book series by a single author. Over 500 million copies have been distributed worldwide, making it not just a story, but a global phenomenon that has touched countless lives across every continent, in dozens of languages. Yet at its heart, it remains a simple tale about friendship, dreams, and the courage to sail toward the horizon. Pause. Music swells gently. So rest easy now, knowing that somewhere in the world, someone else is also falling asleep to thoughts of the thousand sunnies sailing across moonlit waters, of Luffy's unwavering smile, of adventures yet to come. Let these images carry you gently into your dreams. Music continues softly as we transition to the next segment. Music continues softly as we Act 10. Let's talk about the Straw Hat Crew itself, that beautiful found family that grew one member at a time. Each member was carefully introduced, sometimes hundreds of chapters apart. Oda has said he knew from the beginning that Luffy's crew would have exactly 10 members, including himself. Like gathering pieces of a puzzle, each person joined at precisely the right moment when both they and the crew were ready. Zoro was first, a swordsman with dreams as sharp as his blades. Then Nami, the navigator who maps not just seas but the geography of her own healing heart. Fact 11, the character of Portghasti, Ace, Luffy's beloved brother, was actually created relatively late in Oda's planning. Originally, he wasn't part of the story at all. But as Oda developed Luffy's backstory, he realized our cheerful captain needed someone who shaped him, someone whose presence would echo through the entire narrative. And so Ace was born not from the beginning of Oda's plan, but from the organic growth of the story itself, like a branch that the tree always meant to grow. Fact 12. Here's something peaceful to contemplate. Every single arc in One Piece, no matter how grand or small, contains a meal scene where the crew eats together. Oda believes deeply in the power of sharing food, of gathering around a table. In Japanese culture, eating together isn't just sustenance, it's communion, it's family, it's love made visible. So whenever you see the Straw Hats laughing over a meal, know that Oda is showing you what truly matters, not the treasure, not the battles, but these quiet moments of togetherness. Fact 13. The concept of devil fruits, those mysterious fruits that grant incredible powers at the cost of swimming ability, came from Oda's desire to create a unique power system. But here's the gentle irony. In a story about pirates, about sailing the seas, the most powerful characters can't swim. It's Oda's way of showing that every gift comes with sacrifice, every strength contains a vulnerability. Even Luffy, who can stretch and bounce and withstand incredible force, sinks like a stone in water. We are all powerful and powerless at once. Fact 14. Oda draws inspiration from real historical pirates, but he transforms them with his characteristic warmth. Blackbeard in One Piece is based on the real pirate Edward Teach. The character Jewelry Bonnie draws from the real life in Bonnie. Even Gold, Roger's name echoes Jolly Roger, the pirate flag with skull and crossbones. But Oda takes these figures of history and legend and asks, what if pirates weren't just about plunder? What if they were about freedom? What if the greatest treasure wasn't gold, but the friends we made along the way? He takes the darkness of history and finds the light within it. Fact 15. The Going Merry, the Straw Hats' first ship, has one of the most touching storylines in the entire series. Ships in One Piece aren't just vessels, they're crew members, they're friends. The Merry's farewell scene, where the ship itself speaks to thank the crew for loving it, has brought tears to millions of readers worldwide. Oda has said he cried while drawing those chapters. It's a beautiful reminder that we can love more than just people. We can cherish objects that carry our memories, our journey, our home. Fact 16. Time moves differently in the world of One Piece. while we, the readers, have followed this story for over 26 years, only about 2 to 3 years have passed for Luffy and his crew in their world. Think about that, gently decades of our real time, condensed into a handful of story years. In a way, we've grown up with these characters, aged alongside them while they remain forever young in their adventure. They are unchanging North Stars in our ever-changing lives. Fact 17, and here's perhaps the most comforting fact of all, Oda has promised that One Piece will have a proper ending. He knows how the story concludes. He's known since the beginning what the One Piece treasure truly is. In a world where so many stories remain unfinished, where so many questions go unanswered, Oda has made a commitment. This journey will reach its destination. Like a parent promising a child that the story will have a happy ending, Oda assures us, keep sailing, keep dreaming, keep believing. The end is written, and it will be worth the wait. Long pause. Music becomes even softer, like a lullaby. Let these stories settle over you now like a warm blanket. Picture the Grand Line stretching endlessly before you, full of islands yet unexplored, friends yet to meet, dreams yet to be realized. You are safe here, in this world of endless ocean and infinite possibility. The thousand sunny rocks gently on calm waters. The crew sleeps peacefully in their quarters. And you are drifting now, carried by the same gentle current, toward your own dreams, your own adventures waiting in tomorrow's light. Music fades to near silence, just the sound of gentle waves. Fact 18, let's drift deeper into the world now, into the details that make it feel so alive. Did you know that Oda designs every minor character with the same care he gives to the main cast? Even characters who appear for just a few panels have full backstories in his notebooks, their favorite foods, their dreams, their fears. He said that everyone is the protagonist of their own story. In the world of One Piece, there are no unimportant people. Just like in life, every person you pass has an entire universe within them. What a comforting thought to carry into sleep. Fact 19, the will of D, that mysterious initial that appears in certain characters' names, is a secret Oda has guarded for over 2 decades. Monkey D. Luffy. Gold Roger. Portgas D. Ace. Marshall D. Teach. The D carries weight, destiny, history. Oda has revealed only that those who bear this initial are the natural enemies of the gods. But rather than feeling ominous, there's something peaceful in knowing that some mysteries are worth waiting for, that anticipation itself can be a form of joy. The question mark at the end of a sentence, promising more story to come. Fact 20, Oda's attention to foreshadowing is legendary among readers. He plants seeds so subtle that they go unnoticed for years, even decades. A character mentioned in Chapter 8 might not appear until Chapter 800. A symbol drawn in the background of one panel becomes crucial 1,000 chapters later. It's like watching a garden grow in extreme slow motion, patient, deliberate, everything connected beneath the soil. Oda teaches us that everything matters, that nothing is wasted, that even the smallest moment can bloom into significance given time. Fact 21, here's something tender, Oda bases many character relationships on his own life. The bond between Luffy and his crew reflects Oda's relationship with his assistants and editors. The way Luffy trusts his friends completely, believes in them unconditionally, that's how Oda approaches his team. He's created a work environment where people stay for decades, where assistants become lifelong friends. The found family in One Piece isn't just fiction, it's a mirror of the family Oda has built in his own studio, drawing together, dreaming together. Fact 22, the Thousand Sunny, the crew's second ship, was designed with extraordinary care. Every room serves a purpose, every detail matters. There's a library for Robin, a workshop for Usopp, a gym for Zoro, an infirmary for Chopper, a kitchen for Sanji. The ship is a floating home, designed around the specific needs and dreams of each crew member. It's a beautiful metaphor, isn't it? That the vessel carrying us forward should honor who we are, should have space for all our different selves. Close your eyes and imagine your own ship, designed perfectly for your journey. Fact 23. Music plays a vital role in One Piece, especially through the character Brook, the skeleton musician. But here's what makes it special. Oda has said that if One Piece were real, he imagines it would sound like Bink's Sake, that gentle pirate song that echoes through the generations. It's a drinking song, yes, but it's also a lullaby, a sea shanty, a promise to return home. The lyrics speak of carrying on even when friends are lost, of the ocean connecting everyone. In the quiet of night, that melody drifts across the water, linking past to present, the living to those who've sailed before. Fact 24. Oda once revealed that he doesn't like drawing beautiful women the same way. He wants each one to be distinct, memorable, and unique. But he admitted he struggles with this, often falling into similar patterns. What's touching is his honesty about his own limitations as an artist, his awareness of his weaknesses even as he creates this masterwork. It reminds us that perfection isn't required for greatness, that we can create something magnificent while still being imperfect ourselves. Even Oda, the master storyteller, is human, learning as he goes. Fact 25. And here's a final thought to carry with you into dreams. One Piece is ultimately about inherited will. Throughout the story, we see it again and again, dreams passed from one generation to the next like sacred flames. Roger to Shanks to Luffy. Dr. Hiruluk to Chopper. Tom to Frankie. Belmere to Nami. These aren't stories of individual triumph, but of continuity, of legacy, of how we carry forward the dreams of those who believed in us. You, too, carry someone's dreams within you. Someone believed you could fly. And here you are, still sailing. Music softens. The ocean is calm tonight. Stars reflect on water like scattered diamonds. The straw hats sleep soundly, dreaming their own dreams within the dream. And somewhere out there, beyond the horizon, the One Piece waits, not impatiently, but with the quiet confidence of something that knows it will be found when the time is right. You are safe. You are loved. You are on your own journey, and it is unfolding exactly as it should. Music continues as a soft lullaby, waves lapping peacefully. Fact 26. Let's talk about the concept of haki, that invisible spiritual energy that flows through all living things in the One Piece world. Oda introduced hints of it early on, but didn't explain it fully until hundreds of chapters later. Haki represents willpower made manifest, the strength of one's spirit becoming tangible. It's a beautiful idea, isn't it? That determination itself can become a force, that believing in yourself strongly enough can change reality. As you rest now, feel your own quiet strength, your own inner light, steady and warm like a candle that never goes out. Fact 27. Oda has a tradition of hiding his own name in the background art of many chapters. Sometimes it's written on a sign, sometimes in the clouds, sometimes in the way objects are arranged. These little Easter eggs are like signatures, like a gentle reminder that an artist's hand guides every detail. It's playful, whimsical, a small joy hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. In the same way, life hides small joys for us everywhere. We need only look with gentle attention. Fact 28. The character of Tony Chopper, the adorable reindeer doctor, was designed to be cute specifically because Oda wanted a mascot character, but also because he wanted to explore what it means to be different, to not quite fit in anywhere. Chopper is rejected by reindeer for being too human, rejected by humans for being too reindeer. Yet he finds belonging with the Straw Hats, who love him not despite his difference, but because of all that he is. Sometimes the family that chooses us sees us more clearly than anyone else ever could. Fact 29. Here's something that might surprise you. Oda regularly takes breaks now, a practice he started after health concerns. For years, he pushed himself to the edge, sleeping barely a few hours a night. But his editors and family convinced him that the story was more important than speed, that taking care of himself meant he could keep drawing for years to come. It's a gentle lesson that rest isn't weakness, that pausing isn't giving up. Even the Grand Line is calm waters where ships can drop anchor and simply be. Fact 30. The poneglyphs, those ancient stone tablets scattered throughout the world, written in a language only a few can read, hold the true history of the world. But here's what's beautiful, they're indestructible, carved from a stone that cannot be broken or eroded. Some truths, Oda seems to say, cannot be destroyed no matter how much time passes or how many people try to suppress them. History endures. Truth endures. Like stars that keep shining even when clouds hide them from view, some things remain forever. Fact 31. Oda has said that he draws every single background and character himself. He doesn't leave it to assistants the way many manga artists do. His assistants help with inking and effects, but every face, every building, every ship comes from Oda's own hand. Imagine that dedication, over 1,000 chapters, tens of thousands of pages, millions of individual pen strokes. It's a meditation in ink, a prayer in lines and shading. Some work is too personal to delegate, too much a part of our soul to let go. Fact 32. The Straw Hat Grand Fleet, that alliance of pirates who swore loyalty to Luffy, was formed without Luffy wanting it. He rejected the idea of being anyone's boss, of having subordinates. But they insisted, and finally he accepted on one condition, that they remain free, that they follow him not out of obligation but out of friendship. Even in becoming powerful, Luffy refuses to take anyone's freedom. Power, in his hands, means protecting others' ability to choose their own path. What a gentle vision of leadership that is. Fact 33. And here's perhaps the most touching detail. Oda has said that when One Piece ends, he wants to draw one final chapter showing what happens to every character, not just the main crew, but everyone whose lives were touched by Luffy's journey. Hundreds of characters, all getting their moment of closure, their glimpse of happiness. Because in Oda's world, everyone matters. Every dream deserves to come true. Every story deserves an ending where we can smile and say, they're going to be okay. And when that final chapter comes, will know they're all going to be okay. Long, peaceful pause. The night deepens. The stars will slowly overhead. The ocean breathes in and out, an ancient rhythm older than words. Somewhere, Luffy is smiling in his sleep, dreaming of meat and adventure. Somewhere, the One Piece waits patiently. Somewhere, a new day is already beginning. But for now, there is only this, the gentle dark, the soft music, the quiet knowledge that you are exactly where you need to be. Rest now, dear friend. The sea will still be there tomorrow. Your adventure continues when you wake.